Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ambersharniece, and if you want to learn how to make your own thumbnails for your YouTube videos, then stay tuned. Before we go any further into this video, don't forget to go ahead and give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. I'm about a week late, but this has been like a super hotly requested video. I can't tell you guys how many times a week that I get someone asking me a question in regard to starting their YouTube channel. Of course, I've been referring people back to my playlist, and I've just been giving them some advice about YouTube in general. But one question that's coming up quite a bit is how to create the thumbnails for your channel. Now, I'm not gonna say that my thumbnails are the best, because I low-key sometimes don't like my thumbnails, but however, I have learned over the past couple of weeks actually how to make my thumbnails a little bit better, a little bit more eye-catching, but not doing too much to the point where it looks too gimmicky where people won't click on your videos. With your thumbnail, you want to make sure that it's something that's capturing the eye. You want to make sure that it's something that's in your video. Even with clickbaity titles, some people will not do a clickbait title, but do a clickbait type of thumbnail. So it's something of that nature. Usually my thumbnails for myself are just a picture that I've taken or something I've screenshot during the video that I'm on. So for this particular video, you'll see that my thumbnail is probably most likely going to be of me right now. And I'm probably going to add a couple of pictures or some words in regard to what I'm talking about in this video, and that's basically how I typically do my thumbnails. So to create my thumbnails, I usually toggle between 2 or 3 apps. I may not use every single one of those apps each time, but I try to use those apps, those particular ones. I try not to use any other apps because I simply don't feel like going through so much. So I normally use my regular photo editing apps just to fix the photo. Normally with my thumbnails, like I said, I have a snapshot or a thumbnail of myself, so I want to make sure that I'm perfectly clear, perfectly fine. So if you want to know exactly how I edit my photos, head over to my last video talking about how I edit my Instagram pictures. So that's basically how I edit that. But for the actual thumbnail themselves, I'll go ahead and give you the apps that I use for that. So I use the app Inlight, which I also mentioned in my last video. I use Pixart, and I also use Canva. So first and foremost, what I like to do is I like to go into my photos and choose whatever photo that I'm going to be using for my thumbnail. I will edit this and crop it to the size that I need it to be. That way I'm not guessing at what size it is. I'm not worrying if the size is too big, too small to actually fit in a thumbnail. So for your thumbnail, you need the same size as your regular standard video that you would film for YouTube, which is a 16:9. So now that I've chosen what picture that I'm going to use, I'm now going to go into another app in order to figure out exactly what I want to do. I like to go into Inlight first. And what I'll do in Inlight, if I want to morph 2 photos together, so let's say if I want to do another picture within the picture that I have already, so I want 2 of my heads or whatever, I can go in here and I can morph that picture together. Or let's say if I wanted to go in and add a picture that I've taken already and I wanted to blend it into the picture, like let's say if I did like a phone for this to do the thumbnail. So if I put a phone right here, I'm going to go into this particular app, blend it with the mixer tool, and it's going to allow me to put that photo on top of that picture, overlay it. It's going to look nice and seamless. So let's say if I did that, right? That's normally what I would use this app for. If I wanted to go in and put effects on it, I love the effects that are in the Inlight app. So I normally go into this one to do that. So if I want to do anything when it comes to picture-wise with the picture, that's what I would do. Unless I can't find like certain stickers or something that I want, that's when I go over to Pixart. So once I head over to Pixart, I'll go in, and with Pixart, you can get really, really creative. You can do a lot in Pixart. This is the app that I'm able to manipulate the most, and I'm able to go in there and do a lot when it comes to the aesthetic of the thumbnails. You can do so much with this app. So I really love that for the creativity aspect of it. So after I've done that, I'm pretty much done. I'll probably take a look at the photos, see if I really, really like it, and I'll go ahead and upload it to my video and put your thumbnail in. A lot of the times, if you don't go ahead and crop the picture or crop the thumbnail to what this particular size should be, once you get over here to upload it, you'll see either the picture is too small, it's too big, it has a black border around it. It's not aesthetically pleasing. So make sure that you're actually sizing your thumbnail correctly, and you don't have to worry about any of that or it cutting off any of the things that you work really hard to create on this thumbnail. So if you don't have Pixart, I know with Pixart sometimes with the Pixart, I believe that you have to pay for Pixart if I'm not mistaken. But if you wanted to do a free option of doing your thumbnail, super duper easy peasy lemon squeezy way of doing that is to download Canva to your phone, or you can actually go into the computer to do Canva. I prefer doing Canva on the computer just because it's simpler or easier to manipulate than actually using your phone. So what I do for Canva is I just go in canva.com, log into my account, go to the option to create a new project, and it gives you a list of projects that you can create. So you can do like YouTube, you can do Facebook, you can do Instagram. It gives you all types of different sizes, and it gives you also created options, templates that are already created that you can use. So what you can do is go over to the one that says YouTube thumbnail. First of all, it's already sized correctly to the portions that you need. And then second of all, there are already created templates in there for you. So you can literally just click on a template, find one that you like, select that one. I normally go with all the free ones. And then you can manipulate that as well as to what you want it to be. So you can change the colors, you can add things, you can subtract things. It lets you add little objects in there. It lets you upload your pictures to Canva so that you can actually go in there and do more editing or whatever you want to do to it. So those are basically the ways that I go in to do my thumbnails. Nothing too strenuous, nothing too hard. Like I said, for Pixar, I'm able to get a lot more creative in there. So yeah, also I'm going to try to insert a few, if I have a few videos in my video here. I am now creating YouTube intro and outros. So if you guys are interested in getting a YouTube intro or outro created for your channel, do not be ashamed to hit me up. I normally leave my email address in my description box, but of course you guys can always hit me up on Instagram, and you can always hit me up on Snapchat as well at Ambersharniece. I'm also going to leave my details to my Instagram page for my graphics as well, so if you want to check out some of the things that I've done, you can definitely take a look at that. But it's really cool. I'm really just starting out with it, but I'm getting the hang of it slowly but surely. Well, actually pretty quick, because I've only been doing it for a few weeks, and I feel like I've gotten better every single time that I've done one. So I'm really starting out with this. I love doing this. So like I said, hit me up, check out my Instagram, figure out how to exactly book your YouTube intro and outro, and I'll be more than happy to do it for you. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope I helped out a little bit with the thumbnails, and you're able to kind of make your own thumbnails and spice them up a little bit. Remember, don't do too much. Sometimes less is more, but try to figure out the most exciting part that's going to capture somebody's eyes, and that's the part that you want to put on the thumbnail. Other than that, don't do too much. Like I said, it'll be really cheesy, and don't go too hard with it. This is not graphic editing galore. You just want to make sure that it's capturing the eye. And honestly, when you scroll down YouTube these days, the thumbnails, although they look really nice, the simpler they are, those are probably the videos that actually have higher quality. As you can see, a lot of those people don't have to do much when it comes to things like that. If you get the picture, you understand what they're talking about, you're going to click on the video. If it looks like it's good quality, you're going to click on the video. So just keep that in mind. And thanks so much for tuning into my channel. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Leave me an applause if you feel that I deserve it, because I would be greatly appreciative of that as well. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.